Hello. Thank you for joining me for the Career Readiness Workshop, Essential Interview Skills. So you so your resume got you in the door, and it's time for the interview. This presentation will help you prepare, feel comfortable in the interview, and follow up with the employer afterward. Interviewing skills. Some of the topics we're going to cover are preparation, what to bring to an interview, project a winning attitude, tricky interview questions, telephone interviews, follow up after an interview. So you're preparing for the interview. If you've never been to the interview site before, drive to the location to make sure that you know exactly how to get there. Try on your interview outfit to make sure that it fits comfortably and that is clean and neat. Research the company so that you can ask your interviewer intelligent questions. Bring your resume, references, and portfolio. Project a winning attitude. Make your appearance appropriate. Be friendly, courteous, and enthusiastic. Speak positively and use positive body language. Demonstrate knowledge of and interest in the employer. Project an air of confidence and pride. You want to project a winning attitude by having a firm and warm handshake. Listen carefully to everything the interviewer says. Make sure you have good eye contact, that is direct eye contact and it's uncomfortable. Facial expression, make sure you have a smile and that you're pleasant. Some tricky questions. Sometimes you will ask, what are your salary expectations? Why did you leave your last job? What is your biggest weakness? Tell me about yourself. Behavior interviewing. Behavior interviewing is an interviewing technique which involves asking questions that require you to describe situations where you have demonstrated certain skills. Your answers are then scored and compared with other interviewees. The employer will evaluate the individuals who score the highest to determine who to hire. During the behavior interviewing process, the employer will usually have a few categories to evaluate you on, such as leadership skills, management skills, problem solving skills, team building skills, and others. Then there will be several situational questions for each category. When asked a question, determine what skill the interviewer is looking for and gear your answer toward that skill. Sample interview questions and answers. You should give complete but brief and relaxed answers to questions. When possible, use questions as a basis for developing information that you want to make sure is presented. Continue to sell yourself in a positive way. Describe jobs in terms of duties and give indicators of good performances, such as raises, sales, and promotions. Include short stories involving problems or challenges and how you were able to solve or overcome them. Describe the results you achieved. Answer a question to the best of your ability and then relax. If there's a period of silence before the interviewer asks the next question, stay calm. Interviewers often use silence to see if you can handle stress and maintain poise. How to answer behavioral questions. When you are asked behavior interviewing questions, you want to use the mini story technique. Here are the steps you should take in formulating your answers. First, listen very carefully to determine exactly what the interviewer is asking. If the question is not clear, ask the interviewer to repeat the question. Try to determine what type of skill area the interviewer is assessing. Next, take time to think of your answer. Do not panic when something does not come to mind immediately. Tell a 1 to 2 minute story which illustrates your skill in this area. When explaining the results of the situation, be sure to emphasize your accomplishments and the bottom line result. It's your turn to ask questions. So, here are some sample questions you might ask. What do you see the company in the next 5 years? What do you consider to be the most important aspect of this job? What is the company's culture? What's the next steps in the interview process? When being interviewed on a phone, here are some phone interview tips. You need to keep your resume handy. Focus on interests of the employer and job qualifications. Be courteous. Make sure there is no background noise. Let the caller lead. Ask pertinent questions. Stand up, smile, and speak directly into the mouthpiece. Ask what to expect next. Follow up. Always, always, always send a thank you card. Alert your references that they may get a call. Do not stop job hunting. Even if you are confident that you have the position, follow up with a telephone call. Always be prepared for your interview. Project a winning attitude. Practice responses to tricky interview questions. Treat telephone interviews like you would face-to-face interviews. Be sure to send a thank you note. What employees want workplace etiquette? What are they looking for? This part of the workshop will cover professionalism, attitude, appearance, punctuality, communication, etiquette and manners. Etiquette and manners are your soft skills. Your hard or technical skills are the knowledge that you can use to get the job. But what keeps you climbing the ladder of success are your soft skills and etiquette. Etiquette in the workplace. Why is ethics an important topic? Cost, morale, public image, reputation, legal risk. Factors influencing commitment to ethics. Reduce risk of employee misconduct, ensure commitment to corporate values initiated by the CEO, establish a better corporate culture. Workplace etiquette. Why is it so important? Avoid workplace tension. It helps to avoid employee stress. It helps to avoid misunderstandings, employee job satisfaction. It increases productivity. It helps to get the job done, to make the workplace a happy, stress-free place. If you'd rather not get fired on your first day, try this. The night before, get your outfit ready. Plan your route to work. Go to bed early. The morning of, eat a good breakfast. Arrive 10 minutes early. Turn your cell phone off. Yes, in today's age, you still have to turn your cell phone off. Professionalism. It's a jungle out there. Competition is strong, and the way you present yourself is crucial to employers in every industry. It is important to know the dress code, be sensitive to language and technology used within the workplace, be courteous, it goes a long way. Professionalism and making a good first impression includes a number of qualities. Again, a firm handshake, a strong tone of voice, a smile, eye contact, the ability to start a conversation. Attitude. You must have the right attitude. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, NACE, the number one challenge is employee attitude. Here are some key attitudes that employers are looking for: humility, readiness to learn, willingness to change, confidence, respect, having an open mind, a positive attitude, work ethic. Appearance. What not to wear. No wrinkled, dirty tone or faded clothing. No revealing, low cut, or overly tight clothing. Absolutely not. Absolutely no flip flops, sweatpants, baseball caps or hats, and shorts are never a good option. Tips for professional dress. Men, you should wear dress pants in traditional colors such as blue, gray, or black. Dress shoes, nothing too flashy. A neatly pressed button down shirt. Women, a pair of pants or a knee length skirt in navy, black, gray, or brown. An unrevealing button down shirt or sweater. Simple jewelry, and plain dress shoes. Be on time, punctuality. Be on time. I must say that again. Arrive on time or early for work, meetings, and appointments. If you think you're going to be late, call and let your supervisor know. Serious illness or family emergencies are the only reasons that may justify absence. In those circumstances, contact your supervisor immediately. Communication. Find out how to correctly address individuals, including customers. Would you call them, for example, clients? Are they called customers? Are they called participants? Listen more than you talk. Ask questions as appropriate, but do not criticize. Respect confidentiality. You can talk about issues, projects, the work environment, but refrain from talking about people. Communication, phone tips. When you're answering the phone, answer the telephone politely. Identify yourself when you are calling others. Return business calls promptly. That means within 24 hours. Try your very best to return business calls promptly. Turn off your cell phone or put it on vibrate. Let your cell phone calls go to voicemail. Use your cell phone calls and text messaging only during your breaks or lunch. Email tips for communication. Keep your emails professional. The problem with email is that your tone can be easily misunderstood. Be concise and to the point. Use proper spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Remove the LOLs and the OMGs and the SMHs and the IMOs and similar text phrases. Proofread the email before you send it. Internet tip. Avoid personal web surfing. Never use your access to the web to visit inappropriate sites. Avoid using employers' internet for personal business. For example, no personal email account, no paying bills, no online shopping. Communication internet tips. According to American Management Association, or AMA, and the ePolicy Institute, when it comes to workplace computer use, employers are primarily concerned about inappropriate web surfing. 76 monitor employees' website connections, and did you know that 65% of companies use software to block connections to inappropriate websites? Just keep in mind the 3 B's. To be productive, be happy, be courteous, be respectful. In conclusion, great success awaits you. Take every opportunity you can to learn. Show up early, stay late, volunteer for projects, and work extra hard. You will win points by going the extra mile. Above all, be enthusiastic. The people around you will be willing to help you because everyone wants you to do a good job. Thank you for listening. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you want to watch more or hear more of our career readiness workshops, we also have barriers to employment, job searching, and resume creation.